Okay, so let me get over here to Brendan Banfield, day 7. And let me put this here. I'm going to grab the evidence. Hang on one second. Day 22. Okay. Let's see what exhibits we have today. Okay, so this is the one exhibit that the defense entered, and it's from Patrick. It says, "Call me back, please. Christine's blood inside Juliana's shoes and on Brendan's pants. Game over. Meeting with task force after celebrate. We will bring Klingan and Gil up to speed after. Hold off on bringing in Klingan and Kelsey into the loop, and make sure your people are direct, please. And let's talk before your task force meeting. I'm not sitting in on it. Don't worry." Now, so the defense is trying to say that this whole catfishing theory was drummed up, and then anybody that challenged it was taken off the case, yada, yada, yada. So that's what today was all about. But did it work or did it not? I don't think it did. Tentatively scheduled for 3 p.m. Nothing more yet. Wow. Big day. You think it's going to happen? I think so. Wow. Offer will be manslaughter with time served after BB trial. Brendan Banfield trial. That's absolute dog shite. Okay? So, they're talking about the plea deal for Juliana right there. Okay? Let me just make sure real quick. Okay, so let me get over here to, I did. So they're talking about the plea deal, and they're saying it's crap that, that's what she's going to get. Offer will be manslaughter with time served after Brendan Banfield's trial, BB's. That's absolute dog shite. Still no more details. On call with Ryan family now. Agreed. Joe Ryan's family, right? Okay. Okay, we got another. Okay. Ha ha ha. What did Klingan say to you? I told him I would accept his humble apology in writing. He said you, Patrick, were right all along. Well, at least he gave me that. Yep. If it hadn't been for me, you and Sally, this never happens. Confirmed. Call. Ha. She was the one on the phone, you mean? Yes. This is actually making me angry. Okay. B guided her through. Because 90% of people we work with are absolute morons. So the only thing we may have gotten wrong is you and I believed Christine was dead before Joe got there. So far. Which all intents and purposes made total sense considering what we knew. The plan was not for her to shoot unless things went wrong for the au pair. See, that's what they're saying. Interesting. Joe was writhing, so she shot, had gun on her the whole. But she confirmed they created the account. Yes. Is it revenge R or was Christine dead? He did. Haven't got there yet. So Klingon was being a D to you, despite knowing you had it right? Yep. What did Kyle and Tommy say? Just give you a dumb look and ask what's for dinner? No real response yet. I did let Klingon know. Ha 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 ha. Are you alone or no? Yes, listening now. This is good. She just confirmed that he would send her home a little early from the gym so she could post when he was not in the house. So it's okay to tell Chief and Brooke it's 100% a catfish? Yes. Anything else juicy? Nothing too crazy so far. She is ice cold. But she confirmed they created the account? Yes. Is it Revenge R or was Christine? Okay, these are out of order a little bit here, I guess. Hang on. And what is this thing here? Okay, there's an email from Brian to Brendan Miller and Matthew Horn, one attachment, B1 and B2. We will also need to revisit this document in light of the proffer. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, and we don't see the attachment yet here unless they were the, let me see here. Another email here, from Brian Ames to Brendan Miller. And Brendan Miller's the guy they took off on this, right? Guys, I will need you to watch the proffer and look at the timeline. We will need to relook at the data in context to this new information. Please let me know if you have any questions. Okay, here's another thing. This is from Brian Ames to Dana Robinson. Major Robinson and Captain Horn. I just stepped out of a meeting with Lieutenant Giacchio. He asked if Giacchio. He has asked that both Millers review the timeline he provided and the videos of the proffer that he provided. He would like both Millers to revisit their work products in regards to this case in light of the proffer statements and provided timeline. He said that he will provide me the list of interpretations that either B3 or B1 and B3 made that will need to be rectified, explained, or revisited prior to the next court date. He doesn't believe Pathfinder is proper at this time, but will discuss it with his team and let me know. Please let me know if you have any questions. Ames. Okay. Let's see. And then we got from Ames to Robinson and Horn. Major Robinson and Captain Horn. This is what I received from Lieutenant Giacchio. Hey, I just started reviewing to make a list, but I think this document is created by Brendan, chronicles most of his errors. Pretty much every conclusion in the document is correct. If you want to meet and go through it, I'm here until 11. Dave. Okay, then we have, let's put this here. Right here. We've got SF, PB. There's an audio from the jail call last week Arresting him will put him over. He sounds like a big baby. He's going to fold. One last favor. GI, can you remind everyone to do the evaluation for class by scanning the QR code in the folders? Yes. I appreciate when you both just say yes to me. To both of you, that's a pretty powerful message from the chief of one of the most respected law enforcement agencies in the country. This is an important moment for what was an exhausting process. Nobody but the two of you truly know what this entailed. Sally, wow, and thank you. GI, with all that you've been through, what a full circle moment. There's a lot of people that will claim to be on the right side of history with this, but weren't even close. Be very proud, and as your friend, I can't thank you both enough. Oh, and I forgot my favorite phrase, my friends aren't losers. Not taking no for an answer, so we all grabbing a drink next week? Okay. Big day tomorrow, buddy. I know. You gonna come watch? I can't. They will kill me. Ha, maybe. Are you nervous? I'm up and down, buddy. Klingon is scaring me. Why? Because he's having a meltdown today. I've been freaking out for 3 weeks, and he's just now realizing I'm right. So he's seeing catfish? So he's seeing catfish? Here's the thing. No, he's seeing that his plan sucks. You're the right guy. I'm at 1,000,000% peace. This thing is in the right hands. We lose the prelim. You put the fall safe in place. You have this. We can't lose. I need him to get it through. If we lose, we got it. I think we're really close. I just need one more piece, and I think everybody would get on board. I feel like the ME has questions about the knife. If she would just come out with it, it would be huge. Okay, and that, let me just make sure of something here. So let me go back. Okay. Hello there. Hi, Bucky Ann, and hi, Rosalita. Hi, Heart Made Wise. So today was spent, doing that stuff, trying to, for the defense, to try to say that this catfish thing was pushed on this and that the officers that didn't feel that way were taken off the case. Did it work? Let's see here. Let's see what's going on. The defense put forward concerns about how the homicide investigation was conducted. That's what they did. So let me see what the consensus is here about this. So, I don't think it worked that well, because even their own witnesses they were calling were saying that they're kind of going against what the defense wanted them to say. I don't know, especially that woman on the stand. And let me get her name here. Hang on. Okay. I don't want that. I don't want that. Why am I on that? All right. Let me get back on this. I don't know why it's... Okay, so day 7, it wraps up. They are going to have court tomorrow, which I thought they always took Fridays off, but I guess she made them work longer today because they took off early yesterday. And so today, now let me see, I'm going to get this here. So the defense is saying that the supervisors pushed the catfish theory. That's what, he's trying to say. But let's see. Okay, now there's a major snowstorm expected this weekend. I don't know how that's going to play out for the trial, but we'll see. I think it's going to be okay so far. The homicide detective Lee Smith was on the stand and says she pushed back against the catfishing theory by department leadership as coming before the evidence. She said she was told there are 2 theories and you need to get behind the right one. She said it became clear the catfishing theory was the one the department supervisors wanted detectives to pursue. But she also said that Brendan Banfield's arrest wasn't based on Juliana Magalhaes' testimony, but on the evidence. Defense attorney John Carroll was pressing a former detective who's no longer a detective now, or with law enforcement, Matthew Nielsen, he was with the Fairfax County Police Department, about the dismissal of a forensic analyst in the department. The attorney said that the detective on the case was transferred because his deduction that Christine Banfield was communicating with Joe Ryan was not only unsubstantiated, it was wrong. He said it's improper to attribute a device or username to a person. So the defense wanted the investigator that said the account for the FetLife originated with Christine. And this detective is saying, no, you can't attribute an open account just because it was on her device. So the testimony today all focused on police officers investigating the Banfield murder, while one detective said theories preceded evidence in some cases. Other detectives on the stand are defending the department's process and a decision to remove a detective from this case who they said was over their head. Lieutenant David Giacchio is testified about the investigation that said the au pair's testimony only backed up what forensic evidence already indicated. So they're not saying they relied on the au pair for this. They're saying that their forensic evidence already showed this, and she just backed it up. That's all. Sally Fayez from the department's victim services units testified about the suspicion following the case that Brendan Banfield may have been involved. He said that Banfield's daughter asked Magalhaes in front of police if the au pair would be her mommy now, to which she allegedly answered yes. And then court ended at 5:39, And it begins at 10 a.m. tomorrow, but I want to go see what the public thinks about this, right? Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Get out of here. Yes, I'm so surprised that okay, let me go to my other favorites. Okay. All right, let's see what we have here now. See what the consensus is here. What the heck is all this? Oh, the lady had her lips on them. It was so horrible today. I don't know what she was doing. It was like such feedback. And not one person told her, like, get back away from the mic a little bit. Okay, so the consensus is here that the defense attorney doing all this, and these are lay people, these are people that could be on a jury, okay? Say the defense attorney is just trying to somehow show that it was the wife who did all these things that happened on her phone instead of her husband and the au pair, basically trying to contradict the au pair's testimony in order to free his client. But somebody said, I get that, but he can't prove that she had possession of the phone. So with all the other evidence presented, it's clear she did not. So I guess he's trying, but honestly, at this point, it's overkill. Even if for some reason she made the accounts and planned all these things, her husband still killed her. And then someone said he's just trying to show reasonable doubt, and the prosecutor will do what she does best, ask the witness if he can say with 100% that he can put her behind the screen. It's way overkill, but he still has to defend his client to the best of his ability. Let's see. Someone said, does anyone else not see that the last few people on the stand this morning are all lying and they can't help themselves? But look at the prosecution repeatedly after they answer the defense lawyer's questions, acting sly but not very good at it. The defense attorney sounds like he's grasping at straws. Maybe you guys see it differently, but as a lay person, I'm getting nothing out of it. Anyone who works on any company will think all of this is normal and means nothing nefarious. The data doesn't lie. Stop it. You're never going to get these witnesses to say it was 100% Christine on that device. Okay. I think this defense attorney asked some good questions that he wasn't expecting the answers he thought he was going to get. Yes, I agree with that. That's exactly what I saw, especially when he was asking the woman on the stand. I'm very confused as to why the defendant's attorney is consistently confusing evidence and evidence numbers. He is failing miserably. Has this defense attorney ever done a case before? He is boring, acts confused, and doesn't know that you have numbered exhibits. Someone said, oh, please, let's just give this to the jury. Enough already. Stalling, sickening. And he said he's got a lot planned for tomorrow. these are his witnesses. Did he not speak with them prior to trial? Because, yeah, they didn't really work out well from it. I didn't think it did. The whole thing is a waste of time. The defendant already showed his guilt. If I think there was an intruder in my house with my husband, the last thing I would do is bring my child in the house. If it was real, he would have told his girlfriend to get his daughter far away from there. Good point. I think the defense attorney has the most annoying voice ever, and his bumbling Columbo approach is irritating. This guy, he isn't right. You can't prove that she had the devices in her hand, so why would he even say that? Okay, so it's not looking just with the general public that it went over well. I didn't think so either. I just wanted to see if people agreed or disagreed. But that's a very good point. Why would he bring a 4-year-old into the house when he didn't know who was in there and he put his child in harm's way? He would have said to her, you stay outside with the child, go to the police. Also, why didn't he call the police on the way from McDonald's? So, yeah, in that respect, I think that sinks his ship. And I don't even think it hinges on the au pair's testimony. But I do think the au pair is getting off with too light a sentence. It's way too light of a sentence. And I'm not buying that. So, but I think, okay, I'll tell you, I'm making my prediction right now before he even goes to the next day. I think those points are like the best. 2 points right there that show this guy is guilty. Your au pair calls and says, I'm scared. There's a strange man that just went in our house. And he's at a McDonald's. Why didn't he tell her? Call 911. I'm on my way, right? His daughter's there, outside, in the car with the au pair, allegedly going to the zoo. I still don't understand what the whole zoo charade was. But allegedly going to the zoo, and he doesn't tell her that. So that's one crazy thing. Then he gets to the house, and he goes inside through the basement, leaves the daughter down there. He doesn't even really know where this guy is. He shouldn't know where this guy is, right? Guy could be in the basement. How does he know the guy wasn't in the basement? But he leaves her down there, and they both go up the stairs. That's bizarre. Because wouldn't the guy say, you wait out here with her? Did you call the police? Call the police. Or get away. Go to the police station. Why the heck would she go into the house with him? That shows they both knew exactly what was going on. They were both in on it. And they both put that, I don't understand why. What is the big deal that they even needed her freaking testimony? They had enough. And they would have got them both. Now she's going to get off with nothing. And he's going to be found guilty. Okay, so that's my prediction. There you have it. He's going to be found guilty. There's not a doubt in my mind. Because all the jury has to think about is his actions. You heard him on the 911 call. That's another thing. The 911 call. He says he's so, okay, yes. And I'm going to say, yeah. If your wife was really, killed by someone in your bedroom that you didn't know, yeah, you're going to be real shook up on a 911 call. But first, she calls. He tells her to hang it up. 911 calls back. They don't answer the call. Then they call 911. I don't know how she talks on a regular basis, but she was like, ha, ha, ha. She grunted. She was like, I can't even believe this. But she grunted, That's basically all she did till she had to put him on the phone because the 911 operator couldn't even understand him. And then what? Then she's like asking him questions. How old is the woman that's hurt? And he can't even get that through his head. He's like, I don't know. She's like, you don't know? Oh, 37. And then she asked something about Joe Ryan. Where is he? And he goes, I don't know him. See, that's because, again, like if you just watch this group harassment thing I just had up, once you learn certain patterns of how people lie, how people go on the defensive, they're telling you, like, that's a red flag. She didn't ask him anything about, do you know this guy? She said, where is he? I don't know him. There you go, right there. He's lying. Something's wrong. So you've got that whole thing. And then it's he's sunk. Believe me. It really can go to the jury now. The defense attorney tried. I guess the defense attorney, he's a sniffer and everything like that, but he really did try for his client. You have to admit, he really, really did try. He just couldn't put it together. And you can't put it together because how can you? There's so many mistakes that show that this did not unfold the way it was, that Joe Ryan was still alive, and Christine was alive, and Joe Ryan didn't kill Christine, and he wasn't stabbing her, and the whole thing. It's just ridiculous. So, yeah. That's my take on it. Anybody else? Who's watching the trial? Where's our bee lady and stuff? Who's watching the trial? Where is everybody tonight? What's going on? Is there something going on? Is anybody getting notifications? But it might not be because when you have back-to-back videos, sometimes it doesn't do it. But anyway, that's that. I'm going to check on something else. Yeah, that's about all that there was to do with that today. And he's not going to get off. His parents are in the gallery. His father looks just like him. I mean, I don't have to be told they're his parents. Father looks just like him. But I did check last night to see if there were any of those, which she said when he was being very intimate with Christine's friend on a cruise. I couldn't find anything about that. I'm going to check it out again right now to see if there's anything, but I didn't get that. So let's see. Let me see. So I don't know if the police were just telling her that or that she just kept saying, no, the lady testified, according to this article, but then she could never get this article. So I don't know. She was saying that when wife would go out of town a week, he was seeing people. But I'm looking like crazy and do not see anything. I don't even see people talking about that testimony. Did they not read the letters? Because they weren't read in, in the court yesterday, so maybe people didn't read the letters like we read them here last night. And then she said that her lawyer was having a trial that was like hers, but he lost. So I don't know about that either. Trying to find that out. Yeah, I don't see any article about that. Let me see about some kind of documentary if there's anything on that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. See. Not seeing it. It's very odd. Either there's not a lot of people watching this trial, which I can't believe, because I think it's much more interesting than Canero. Uvalde, you know that he was acquitted, right? I knew that was going to happen too. There was that was not a doubt in my mind on that one either. Let's see. Defense to bring more witnesses. They're going to bring more witnesses tomorrow. That's what he was saying. Let's see what happened here. Today he had a very wide time. The weather could be a factor in how long the court will. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if they show. Jimmy?
What, dear?
Is today not Thursday?
Today is Thursday.
Okay. All right. Good. I just thought I was losing my mind.
Why?
I don't know. This reporter thinks it's Wednesday. Wednesday, January 22nd.
No.
It's Thursday.
Made a little mistake, that's all.
No, they made it throughout.
Really?
Yeah, not just a little mistake, throughout the entire thing. Crazy. Let's see here. Banfield's lawyer has also insisted that Christine Banfield was in fact the person who actually used that account on that FetLife with Joe Ryan. But that's not, Leanne Singley said she does not agree. She was the defense blood expert, specifically pointed to the blood pattern on Ryan's forearm. She said she could not make any classification on how Christine Banfield's blood got on there, in part because of the hair and skin, and because the nanny said that Brendan put that blood on him. Okay? Prosecutors argued that Brendan intentionally placed Christine Banfield's blood onto Joe Ryan's body to make it look like Ryan had killed Christine Banfield. The au pair also testified this was done. The prosecution's bloodstain expert said the pattern on Ryan's hands and clothes appeared to have been the result of someone dropping it there and not naturally coming out of a wound. And then the defense's bloodstain expert specifically pointed to the blood pattern on Ryan's forearm. She said she could not make any classification on how Christine Banfield's blood got on there, in part because of the hair on the skin. So so far, the defense has tried, and the people he's brought up have not really helped his case much at all. Okay. And as I said, it's not even, he's going to be found guilty, and that's it. I'm telling you. He could go to the trial, I mean, it could go to the jury tomorrow or Monday. It's not going to make a difference. He's not getting off. Okay, I don't even understand. It's just so weird that he even thinks that he has a chance there. Okay. Oh wow, this is unbelievable. An Oklahoma teenager stabbed his older brother to death over a video game. Okay. There's something really wrong with that's crazy, right? A 19-year-old Oklahoma man has been arrested for the murder of his older brother, William Spencer and Nicholas Spencer, 25, 19-year-old and a 25-year-old, were playing video games Sunday night. They got into an argument over the game they were playing. Oklahoma City Police Master Sergeant Gary Knight said the situation turned very tragic. Two brothers who were playing video games, one became enraged over the game, got mad at the other one, and simply stabbed him to death. William Spencer called 911 and remained on the scene. The person called in, said they had just stabbed their brother. Officers got there and found the male with serious stab wounds. Nicholas Spencer was pronounced dead at a hospital. His brother has been charged with first-degree murder and is being held on $10 million bail. I wonder how many times he stabbed him, because it's like that Diana Redlick, and she just did one thing, and and it's not good at all. Okay, but I'm saying, but I want to know how many times he stabbed him, because if he stabbed him multiple times, then there's really, it's not just a little thing that got carried away. It's, let me see how many stab wounds he had. Okay, let me see. People say 19. Let's see. Let me see how many stab wounds he had. Oh. Okay, told him that he stabbed his brother. Let me see this. Are the two brothers no. Okay, someone says, as a video gamer myself for 40 years, if a person cannot distinguish the difference between a video game and real life, there's absolutely a mental defect with the person, not the game. I've noticed, especially with online players, a lot of them cannot handle losing games, and they start losing their minds because they're losing a match. They will call you every name in the book. They will make racial slurs or harass you because you won. They are the type of people that should instantly be terminated from any online platform. I can't tell you how many times I was online enjoying myself, being respectful, and a young person gets on and says, he's done things to my mother. We're talking as young as 14 years old, who you cannot anticipate is going to be playing a game, because there's no way to verify age unless you actually find out while playing. I think that's the biggest problem. I think if the game companies and game makers verified people at being 17 or older in order to register online gaming with games like Fortnite, Minecraft, and GTA, crimes like this would be virtually eliminated. Yeah, I don't know if that. Okay. Just trying to see. I don't know. How many? What?
Don't keep it in the washer.
What?
Don't forget the washer. I leave the light on in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. What?
You want to bet any money's going to snow tomorrow night?
I don't know.
Money would bet?
I don't want to bet any money.
I'm gonna bet it's gonna snow.
Okay.
You don't wanna bet?
No, I didn't even look at the weather. Okay, so yeah, I can't.
It's either gonna snow or it's not.
I can't see how many.
How many what?
No, I'm talking at the chat. I can't see. Let me see here. I can't see how many stab wounds. Well, I guess we'll find out. See what else is going on. You know, he destroys his whole life, kills his brother. I mean, wow. Okay, and what is going on? Here's another one. Yes. Yeah, whatever. Let me see here. Okay, got this guy. Come on. Oh my goodness, why is this not going over to where it needs to be? I'm trying to get this guy's picture for you. But it's being really bad. Come on. All right, forget it. I'll just say on January 22nd at about 12:11 p.m., Federal Way police officers responded to a welfare check. Upon arrival, officers found a male and female in their mid-60s deceased inside their residence. The victim's son, 35-year-old Mick Carmichael, is a person of interest in their death. Police are actively searching for Mick, but now they say Mick was spotted by one of the patrol and is in custody as of 5:15 p.m. This is Federal Way Police Department. So let me get his picture here anyway. But it's not like they're looking for him anymore, but it gets me angry that this is not working, so I'm going to just check it over here. Federal Way, Washington. Okay, here we go. Let's just do this. Unbelievable. So he killed his parents. Hold on, I'm just shutting down a couple of tabs here because he doesn't want to play nice tonight. Okay. Okay. Here we go. What happened to you? Where'd you go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I just had it and put it over there. This is crazy. Here it is. There we go. So, wow, that's good. There we go. So that's the house. And let me see, can we zoom in on that? What is that behind the house? Is that on top of the roof? What is that? Let's see if we can see what that is. Oh no, maybe they were having some work done to the house. It might be tarped. I wonder if that was anything into what the heck went on there, huh? I don't know. But yeah, very sad. People in their 60s dead. Hold on, I'm going to close a bunch of tabs down over here because this is just ridiculous. I think that is a tarp. I can't get in there, but it looks like there's a bunch of, those are probably, I don't know, those are evidence bags all over the stoop there, but yeah, looks like that's a tarp there. Urgent, urgent. What happened here? Boy vanished under freezing temperatures in South Dakota. Oh my goodness, I hope they found him. Let's see, a lot of times when I go to these, then they found them. Let me see. South Dakota. 10-year-old boy, he vanished on Thursday. Let's see. Sioux Falls police bring in K-9 to help with endangered missing child case. I guess they have not found him yet. Let's see where his picture is. Updates as of 7:15 p.m. They're urging residents to stay away from the search area related to the disappearance of Joel. Oh my gosh, is his name really Taken Alive? His name is really Taken Alive. Joel Taken Alive. You know, Taken Alive. That's crazy. All right, let me get his picture up here. Joel Taken Alive. Could they put this any smaller? Say that they've urged the public to stay away from the area. We are working diligently. Hold on, I've got a stupid thing here that's driving me crazy. It's occluding my... Hold on a minute. Get out of here. An ad. I couldn't get rid of it because... Okay. Sioux Falls police urged residents as of 7:15 p.m. on January 22nd to stay away from the search area related to the disappearance of Joel Taken Alive. We are working diligently on locating Joel. Nearly 18 hours after police were first alerted to the child's absence, we greatly appreciate our community's willingness to help with the search. We are planning a search with a dog that will require people to stay out of the area. Unnecessary disturbance to the search area may hamper our efforts. K-9 was sent trained and was searching based on items of clothing. At 6:45 p.m., an endangered missing advisory was issued by the state of South Dakota. The state issues such advisories to serve as an immediate way to notify law enforcement and the public about missing persons cases. It does not meet the criteria for an Amber Alert. For over a decade, Amber Alerts have proven to be a valuable tool that has saved lives of children. However, Amber Alerts do not address cases involving children where police have no evidence of an abduction, adult kidnap victims, missing Alzheimer's patients, or children who wander lost near water or cliffs. The Endangered Missing Advisory System gives police a formal action plan to safely recover missing children who do not fit the Amber Alert criteria, or adults because no systematic recovery plan exists. Taken Alive's advisory states he is believed to be on foot. Extensive searches conducted in the area of Joel's neighborhood and school have not been able to locate him. Extremely cold temperatures in the area are expected to continue, and they place Joel in serious danger. Oh, gosh. He was called in missing by his parents. He's 4'6", 85 pounds, and was seen wearing an orange sweater and red and white shoes. Taken Alive is considered endangered because of his age and the extreme temperatures. It is not expected to reach beyond 12 degrees on January 22nd. By 6 a.m., January 23rd, wind chills are expected to be minus 30 degrees. Oh my gosh, where is the kid? We've checked all the open areas we've been able to check. Taken Alive was also the subject of an endangered missing child advisory in October, but was found shortly thereafter. Oh my goodness. Where did they find him? Okay, I'm going to just go over here and get rid of all these tabs right now. Hold on, I'm still just closing tabs. Okay, I got rid of a lot of tabs. All right, now let's see. Come on. All right. Come on. Oh my gosh, I just shut down like so many tabs and it's still being a little jerk. I just shut down a whole bunch more. Let's go. Okay. And what are these? We shut these. These are probably being a big problem. Okay. Missing woman's boyfriend arrested after her car is found covered in blood. That's great. Melody Buzzard's mother accused California child killer back in court following 9-year-old. What? Hold on a minute. What's with Melody Buzzard here? When is she back in court? She appeared at a brief hearing Thursday. Let's see. Let's take a look at what's going on over here. Melody Buzzard's case. Santa Barbara County Superior Court judge put a gag order on law enforcement and prosecutors during the murder trial of Ashley Buzzard, the woman charged with murdering her 9-year-old daughter, Melody Buzzard. Santa Barbara County Superior Court Judge Stephen Dunkel also approved a motion by the defense to unseal search warrants and affidavits. Ashley Buzzard is charged with first-degree murder and special enhancements of lying in wait and discharge of a firearm causing death. She pled not guilty last month. Okay, so that was yesterday she was in court. So they're going to unseal that stuff, huh? Okay. Let's see what else we have. Firefighter beats wife to death with an axe moments after reading her diary. What? Oh, is this the couple that they found dead in Glendale and said was a murder-suicide? Let me say this. Maybe not. Let me see. No, it's not, because he was taken in for questioning. California firefighter is behind bars after investigators accused him of beating his wife to death with an axe, reportedly after reading her diary that confirmed infidelity. Andrew Jimenez is 45, flagged down officers at the department station in Glassell Park Wednesday morning, telling them he was unable to reach his wife and asked for a welfare check. Officer went to the house and he found 55-year-old Mayra with what appeared to be blunt force trauma injuries. Paramedics pronounced her dead, and police said it appeared that she had been bludgeoned with an axe that was found at the scene. She was 10 years older than him, too. Andrew was taken in for questioning about 4:30 and reportedly confessed to the brutal beating. City of Glendale released a statement saying that he had been placed on administrative leave after his arrest. Our condolences are with the victim's family and loved ones. We are prepared to support those impacted by the tragedy, and we are also ensuring our firefighters and staff have access to support services as they process this loss. Okay, the husband blamed the victim for her own murder, telling the station in a statement that Andrew had read his wife's diary, which he claimed verified infidelity just moments before beating her to death. He's been charged with murder and is being held on a $2 million bond. And I love you. Okay, sorry. This is just crazy. Everybody's going like nutso. Absolutely nutso. Husband and wife dead in apparent murder-suicide near Idaho-Wyoming border. Domestic dispute ended in tragedy Wednesday near the Idaho-Wyoming border, leaving a husband and wife dead. Tense standoff with law enforcement, according to the Bonneville County Sheriff's Office. 43-year-old Christopher Moon shot and killed his wife, 23-year-old Cassandra Moon. Wow, she was 20 years younger, before turning the gun on himself. In the wake of the tragedy, the neighboring community of Afton has rallied To support the surviving members of Cassandra's family, a GoFundMe campaign organized by a family friend, Addie Garn, describes Cassandra, known affectionately as Cassie, as a devoted mother whose life centered around 3 young children, 2 boys, and an infant daughter, Claire. While the initial chatter and rumor mill within the community suggested the infant may also have been a victim, official releases from law enforcement state that only the husband and wife were killed. Cassie's death has left a profound void in the lives of everyone who knew and loved her. The funds will go towards the funeral and memorial expenses and immediate and ongoing support for the children. No amount can ease the pain of the tragedy. Your generosity can help relieve some of the financial burden. The response has been immediate. As of 4 p.m. January 21st, the campaign has raised over $8,000. The incident began just after 8 a.m. when Christopher Moon called 911, reportedly confessing to the dispatchers he had shot his wife and intended to take his own life. Multiple law enforcement agencies, including the Bonneville County SWAT team, raced to the scene on Jackknife Road. Upon arrival, BCSO deputies found Cassandra Moon inside one of 2 vehicles parked on the side of the road. Oh, excuse me, that's the husband, not Cassandra, it was the husband. According to Sergeant Bryant Lovell, negotiators were able to briefly talk with Moon over the phone in an attempt to de-escalate the situation. Despite their efforts to persuade him to surrender, deputies witnessed Moon turn the firearm on himself. As they approached the vehicles, the deputies recently discovered the body of Cassandra, but individuals both were pronounced dead at the scene from apparent gunshot wounds. Wow, that's terrible. It's really unbelievable. And then there you have 3 kids that are already, everything's already just stripped from them. You know what I mean? Like they're broken beyond belief before that little girl. Oh my gosh, it's not even, it's just, and we wonder why people are so, all of this stuff, these people, what is going on with people? Really? Is that really the solution that people know? It's just baffling. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What else is going on? What are you doing? Two dead and apparent botched New York City murder-suicide as an 80... What? Okay. As an 86-year-old woman clings to life. 2 people were killed, and an elderly woman is left clinging to life in an apparent botched double murder-suicide in the Bronx on Thursday morning. 55-year-old man and a 59-year-old woman, believed to be siblings, were both found shot in the head when the police responded just before 8 a.m. to a 911 call for multiple shots fired. An 86-year-old woman, who sources say is believed to be their mother, was discovered with a gunshot wound to her face. The younger woman, who was discovered lying in the bed, was pronounced dead at the scene. Meanwhile, the man, who was discovered lying in the hallway with 2 guns on his lap, was also declared dead. Investigators believe the man fired at his relatives and turned the weapon on himself. None of the victims were immediately identified. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Five-year-old girl and her grandfather have been killed after their side-by-side buggy they were riding in crashed through an icy pond. Ronnie and Eric Miles, 50, died on Wednesday in Michigan after their utility task vehicle fell through the ice. Police rushed to the privately owned pond after getting reports that 2 people were stuck. The relatives were urgently pulled from the freezing water. They were rushed to a nearby hospital, but they later died from their injuries. The grandpa and granddaughter were both from the Portland area, which is roughly 10 miles away. Investigators said the investigation into their deaths is ongoing. Side-by-sides typically require at least 8 to 10 inches of ice to ride on. GoFundMe has been set up to support Ronnie's parents, Grace and Mason Dougherty, who have 2 other children. Grace was also Eric's daughter. That's really sad. Eric was Grace's father and Mason's employer. So that, well, if you knew Ronnie, you knew of her papa, Eric. Now as Mason and Grace are left to grieve the loss of their beloved daughter, they are grieving the loss of her father. Please help in supporting. Wow, that's terrible. The ice doesn't look very thick on the pond. Oh, but I don't know that that's not the pond. I'm not even going to put that there because I hate when places do this and they don't put the actual picture. That's not even it. Oh my goodness. Okay. And this guy, I really don't know what's the matter with people. That guy there, California dad has been accused of sending his 5 kids away from their car into a park so that he could strangle his pregnant wife in the back seat during a camping trip in Idaho. Robert Sevillano Howell was arrested January 16th and charged with 1 count of felony attempted murder, and the Canyon County Sheriff's Office announced in a news release shared on January 20th. Deputies responded to a call at Celebration Park. That's where that other thing was, right? In Melba, Idaho, after they received a report about an attempted strangulation. As authorities were on their way, Howell, 32 years old, allegedly told park employees that he just choked his pregnant wife. Howell was immediately detained by authorities upon their arrival. See, this is what I don't get, okay? They turned themselves immediately in. They're not even trying to get away with this. Why the heck doesn't he just leave? He's going to be away for the rest of his life now. But he has to kill her first and then leave his 5 kids, like, without a mother. Like, what? Howell allegedly said that he sent the kids away from the family vehicle after they arrived at the park. However, the children remained close by the car. Despite that proximity, Howell said he got in the backseat of the car and began strangling the victim with the intent to kill her. He said that he continued strangling her and only stopped when he believed he accomplished his task of killing her. He told detectives he then got out of the car, left her inside. He stated he left and went out to look out over the Snake River for an unknown amount of time before returning to the vehicle. Court documents state that he opened the door and discovered that she was still alive, and he ran to find help from park employees who then contacted 911. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is even worse. He also allegedly clarified that he and his wife were not arguing before the attack. He did not strangle her in the midst of a disturbance. He made a deliberate attempt to kill the victim and end her life. His children, who range in age from 1 to 14, were believed to be in imminent danger and were placed in the custody of the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare. Domestic violence is one of the most horrific crimes. The statement says, wow, it's not clear if Howell has entered a plea or retained legal. What in the world? What in the world? A mother has died just days after being struck by a car in an incident that also killed her husband. Oh my gosh. The couple was walking on a crosswalk in Gilroy, California on January 16th when the incident occurred, and they had just dropped off one of their children at Las Animas Elementary School. Stasia and Andrew Stewart were parents to 7-year-old twins. A mother who was seriously injured after being struck by the driver at a crosswalk has died just days after that incident took her husband's life. Oh my gosh, but kids lost both their parents. Boom. On Friday, January 16th, the couple had just dropped off one of their children, and they were struck by a teenage driver. Oh my gosh, it's another life. The collision took place while the parents were walking on the crosswalk. The couple were parents to 7-year-old twins. This morning, 2 of our parents were involved in an accident after dropping their child off. The father died at the scene. The mother was airlifted. They don't say anything about the speed the driver was going or anything. Oh my gosh. Hold on a minute. Trying to find you guys. Here you are. Hello, everybody. Okay. Too much sadness. Yes, with families, just horrible. I know, it's crazy. Okay, listen. I have to go quickly. I have to put my clothes in the laundry. So I'll be right there, and then I'll be back in just a minute. And if you guys did not see the targeted group harassment video that went up before this, you really should watch it. You should really watch it. I'll be right there. I will be right there. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. on a minute, I'll be right there. Gotta get the other laundry. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. So cold. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay. Hang on. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Hi, UHP. Look, I'm in here. Hi, Chrissy. I don't know what everybody's doing tonight. What's up? I wonder if the storm has already affected people. I think it started. Maybe we'll track the storm in a minute. Because I think it already moved into Texas, right? People may be without power or something. I don't know. I know I don't see Megan Allison here, do I? Or is she in here? Just peeled an orange. Did anybody here watch the targeted group harassment? That was a big thing tonight, but I'm going to break it down because there's some things we didn't cover. Like we're going to go more in depth into the tactics that are used so people can recognize them, because a big one on YouTube is karma. That's used as a weapon. And it's used to make people that join in the campaign don't feel sorry for what we're doing and what's happening. It's not us that's doing it. It's their karma. And it's a manipulation technique. It's really important to recognize the patterns. If you recognize the patterns, you won't fall into it. Another one is, if everyone is saying it, it's got to be true. No, it doesn't. Because someone puts themselves online, and someone's an online creator, and someone puts their kids online, doesn't give anybody else the right to exploit, use, terrorize, mock their children. Not at all. That's another fallacy. Well, they put their kids online so we can abuse them. No, you can't. Okay. Sorry, I hadn't eaten an orange. I had to eat an orange. Let's check the storms, okay? See what's going on. Okay, let's see what's going on. Winter storms, cold weather from Texas. Let's see here. We're going to go look at some updates, okay? Let me get a different graphic on here, okay? So that we know we're looking at storms. This is a view of Lowville, New York, earlier today. Right there. Okay, and let's see what's happening. We have snowfall predictions for the Northeast. Here they are. Washington, D.C. could expect 6 to 10 inches. Philadelphia, PA, 9 to 13 inches, but less along the shore. Sure. What am I talking about? The shore. What the heck was that? Sure. The shore. New York City, 8 to 12 inches. Hartford, Connecticut, 10 to 18 inches. Boston, 10 to 16 inches, but 7 to 10 inches at Cape Cod. 12 states declare states of emergency. They are Texas, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama for 19 counties, Mississippi, and Missouri. Harris County, Texas official warns, be where you need to be by 9 p.m. Saturday. I thought they said something was coming in there on Thursday, I thought. How could we be getting something at 9 p.m. Saturday? That doesn't make any sense. Harris County Judge Linda Hidalgo says Texas isn't built for the incoming winter blast, but assured the public that we're used to flexing that muscle of getting through emergencies. She said at a news conference that they are bracing for very cold temperatures as well as freezing rain and wind over the next 3 to 4 days. We're expecting a hard freeze. A hard freeze can impact infrastructure and it can impact pipes. She warned of scattered power outages, dangerous road conditions if there's ice. She urged residents to be where you need to be by 9 p.m. on Saturday. She said the county precincts are starting road treatments tomorrow and that the state transportation department started treating roads today. They are prepared and ready to go. Centerpoint Electric Energy has over 3,000 employees ready to work in the storm for electrical failures. We've got 14 compressed natural gas trailers in the strategic located around the region in case there is a disruption with gas supply. Okay. Missouri is also bracing for significant impacts. Ed Hassinger, he is the director of Missouri Department of Transportation, said the storm will impact the majority of the population fairly significantly. He said crews have been mobilized in anticipation of the storm. A team of 3,000 will be deployed across the state, working 2 shifts a day to clear the roads until the conditions return to normal. New York governor warns of serious cold coming with storm. She warned New Yorkers today that the cold will follow the snowstorm as expected to wallop the lower part of the state. In the north, wind chills could be minus 40 to minus 50 degrees. What? While in the southern part of New York, wind chills could be as cold as minus 10. The governor warned that the cold can be absolutely deadly. Urged New Yorkers, stay inside. If you do have to go outside, be fully bundled and take hot, caffeine-free beverages to stay warm. She also discussed the snowy forecast, which predicts that New York City will get more than a foot of snow Sunday and Monday. She recommended New Yorkers stock up on supplies now and they hunker down when the weather gets bad. Louisiana Governor Landry signs a state of emergency and tells residents to get comfortable and cook a gumbo. Yeah. Additionally, declaration allows the state to request a waiver for commercial. Okay, bye-bye. He urged people to plan ahead, check on their neighbors. Some areas may have to go sometime without electricity. Chicago Public Schools said all classes and after-school activities will be canceled tomorrow. Canceled. An ice storm is headed to Texas. Will power grids hold up? Who knows? What else we have? Virginia Governor Spanberger comments on ice fears among winter storm when asked about whether she's worried that Virginia will be the next state targeted by ice. Abigail Spanberger commented on the challenges of working with the federal agents. There's about winter storms here. Charlotte, North Carolina prepares for icy roads and tree damage. Okay, North Carolina has declared a state of emergency ahead of the weekend storm. Virginia governor signed an emergency declaration. We are expecting large amounts of snowfall, freezing rain, and sleet, and dangerously low temperatures. Let's see. Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders declared a state of emergency. 6 to 12 inches of snow is expected in Little Rock, Arkansas. Wow, that's crazy. New York City mayor said the city would deploy 2,000 sanitation workers for 12-hour shifts on Saturday. The city will begin citywide pre-snow treatment on highways, major streets, and the bike lanes. My recommendation to New Yorkers is that if you're interested in buying some groceries or getting a new winter coat today, I would recommend is the day to go. Do not leave it until the weekend. Okay, let's see here. Storm could rekindle memories of the biggest snowstorm ever in NYC in 2016. Blizzard Jonas dropped more than 27 inches of snow on Central Park 10 years ago, breaking a record set 10 years earlier. In Georgia, they're taking everything off the shelves. Nashville, Tennessee, as well. Eggs. Milk is gone. Let's see. South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Texas have declared states of emergency. Oh, I hate this. Okay, let's see. Anything else here? Winter storm preparedness and blizzard safety. Okay, let me see where you guys are. Here we are. Okay. You pray this storm isn't as bad as they say. Hi, Jen Grill. Hi, UHP. Yes, I missed you. I'm going to tell everybody again, if you missed the organized, targeted harassment presentation before, you should go watch it at some time. It's very important. I will be breaking things down into smaller chunks because there's some things that we didn't touch on that we need to in there that are really important for you to recognize. And that way, the more education and the more that you can recognize the different patterns, because once you can recognize patterns, that's how, like, a lot of the true crime, you can see the way people write, so the way they say, like, oh, they're already, on the offensive, they're already defending something, they're already guilty about this. You start to recognize those patterns. You recognize those patterns and you deflate the power of those kind of campaigns, and you won't get involved in them, and you won't listen to people without proof and all that stuff, and you won't take 100% we know this. How? If it wasn't true, if it's got to be true, everybody's saying it, right? And all the behind the scenes crap and everything. So you really got to educate yourself. It's very important if you want to, not give that kind of stuff power, and expose the people who are acting like victims for the bullies and harassers that they are. Okay. But I'm going to be doing more videos breaking it down. Like I said, we have to go really into one of the biggest tactics is that karma tactic. Hello, Sassy. Pattern recognition is my thing. And Hal as well. Well, good. Go watch my video. Because the targeted harassment, Hal's very good too on that, right? Absolutely. That's how they know what the heck's going on. But people need to get as sharp as that. So that you don't have, there could be very, very big repercussions with this stuff running unchecked, and you have abusers running around like they're victims. It's terrible. So, can't have that. How are you down there in Florida with the storm? UHB? How's it going? How is it going? It's cold? Oh, well, right now it's 23 here, which is probably warm for us. I'm freezing. It's just, I can't. It's like, ugh. Can't take it. Too cold. I don't know. So we talked about the trial. They're going to be in session tomorrow. Canero, I'm going to have to catch up with. Uvalde, he was acquitted. You heard that. What else? What else? Let me see what else we have. We went over the winter storm. We do so much here. It's unbelievable. I can't get any respect. Okay, let's see. In a rally, a teen pleads guilty to killing 5, including his brother, in a Raleigh shooting? What? What is going on with people? Oh my gosh, I don't know what the hell is going on with people. It's really scary. Teenage boy went on a shooting rampage in a suburban neighborhood, killing 5 people. Austin David Thompson's victims included his own brother. Armed with a shotgun and a handgun, he embarked on a terrifying murder spree near his home. The 15-year-old was eventually cornered in a shed after an extended standoff. However, the defendant's lawyers have argued that the young man cannot explain why he committed this shooting due to a brain injury he sustained during the incident in Raleigh, North Carolina. Despite this, Thompson pled guilty today to 5 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, and 1 count of assaulting an officer with a firearm. He is set for sentencing on February 2nd, but given his age at the time of the attack, he cannot receive the death penalty. It comes after a separate incident hang on, where Robert Steele, who was engaged to one of the victims at the time of her death, told reporters after hearing the sentencing, Thompson to life without parole would be the right course of action. That's justice. He took 5 people's lives. He tried to take 2 others. Thompson, now 18 years old, though this happened 3 years ago, was originally slated to go on trial next month, but he entered this plea today. His attorney said that avoiding a trial would save the community and the victims from as much additional infliction of trauma as possible. During today's court session, Wake County Superior Court Judge Paul Ridgway interrogated the teen, who was dressed in a quarter-zip sweater and pants. The court heard how Thompson first shot his brother James before stabbing him multiple times. James' body was found at the family home in Raleigh, Hedingham neighborhood on October 13th, 2022. Prosecutor Latour detailed how Thompson, armed with the shotgun and handgun, went on to shoot several neighbors. He killed Nicole Connors, 52. He killed an off-duty Raleigh police officer, Gabriel Torres, 29, and another neighbor who was injured but managed to survive. He fatally shot 2 more people on a nearby Greenway Trail, Mary Marshall's, 34, and Susan Carnat's, 49. Ms. Marshall's partner. Mr. Steele expressed his grief today in the court proceedings. Dressed in camouflage, carrying a backpack, Thompson was found by police in a nearby shed and arrested after a standoff. Thursday's proceedings did not provide much insight into the teenager's motive. Latour disclosed that a note written by Thompson explained why he killed his brother, but this information was not revealed on Thursday. The note has been ordered to remain sealed for now. Latour also mentioned that Thompson's online search history showed he had been researching mass shootings and related topics. A lawyer for Thompson said the report containing these records might be challenged at sentencing. Tucker Zimmerman and wife die in a house fire? What happened here? Not exactly sure who this is. David Bowie was a fan? U.S. musician Tucker Zimmerman and his wife, Marie Claire Lambert Zimmerman, died last Saturday, January 17th, in a house fire at their home in Belgium. The folk musician from San Francisco was 84 years old. His record label, 4AD, announced the news of his death on Instagram and published a rare photo of the couple. It is with profound sadness that we announce the death of Tucker Zimmerman. He and his beloved wife, Marie Claire, to whom he was married for half a century, died at their home. Let's see here. The label further wrote, born Brian Tucker Zimmerman in San Francisco during World War II, he leaves behind an extraordinary collection of records, compositions, poems, short stories from a 60-year career. Neighbor tried to rescue the couple unsuccessfully. Okay, let's see here. That cannot be done yet. No way, I just put that laundry in there, right? It hasn't even been 15 minutes, has it? Let's see. Well, I put our goal up. That would tell me right there. Let me see if our goal expired. Our goal ends in 30 minutes. Oh, maybe it was an hour. So it was 30 minutes. That doesn't seem like it was 30 minutes. Our goal's doing good. 0 out of 5. Great. Okay, let's see. It will take 20 years. What happened? He would be in his 30s. What's the issue? What? I don't know what we're saying. Who's going to be 30? What? It will take 20 years. What's the issue? I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know what we're talking about. What are we talking about? Okay. Okay, let me see here. They're really doing bad with the Idaho 4 case. There were photos, and the family is outraged. Crime scene photos from the 2022 murders were accidentally released, triggering outrage from victims' families. According to the family members, the photographs showed the interior of the off-campus Moscow, Idaho home where the students, Xander Kernodle, Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, and Ethan Chapin, were stabbed to death November 13th of 2022. The family of Kaylee Gonsalves said the exposure of the images reflected a lapse in judgment and basic safeguards, arguing that evidence from a quadruple homicide should never have been made accessible without strict controls. Please be kind, as difficult as it is to place yourself outside of yourself and consume the content as if it is your loved one, the Gonsalves family said, your daughter, your sister, your son, or your brother. So I don't know whether you can rest assured I will not be showing any leaked photos. Okay. Oh my God. A Marine veteran was shot fatally doing a Facebook marketplace deal. What is going on here? Martin Short nearly ruined Selena Gomez's wedding cake by cutting into her cake before it was served. Oh my gosh. First prison sentence dealt illegal betting scandal. People are going crazy. Skylar Meese case, I think I've gone over that before. Okay. Exploding trees show states most at risk during winter storm. Exploding trees, guys. 4.7 magnitude earthquake. I saw the cutest thing about a koala on a short yesterday. So cute. Okay, hang on. It will, what do we got here? This kid killing all those people. Oh. I don't know. No, they put him away for life. Isn't that what I said? I think that's what I said. Yeah, please, I believe that's what I said. Well, I think I'm going to do the word game, guys. Alrighty. And I'm going to say again, if you're not a member of the channel, become a member of the channel. Try it. You'll like it. And it's a great way to support the channel. And if you do have a membership, consider upgrading. It really helps us out. We try to be here for you always, no matter what's going on. And it's a great way to help support the channel. And there's really low tiers. But if you want to help more, we always appreciate that. There's Super Chat, Cash App, and other ways to support the channel. And we appreciate any of that. Let's see, Daily Puzzle. That was easy. I did that all by myself. I don't know where you all are tonight. Either I'm coming on too early or I don't know what's up. Did we get the okay from Bucky if we can I'm sure Bucky will say it's okay. Prayers for I'm gonna go out on a limb. I don't think she'll be upset. Prayers for Bucky for tomorrow, please. Hold on, I gotta go check my laundry. I have to check it. I don't think it's dry. I gotta put it on again. There's no way that it's dry like that. There's absolutely zero way. I'll be right back. You guys can look at that for a minute. I'm gonna, I don't know, feel like I need something. I'll be right there. I'm right here. I'm just trying to, I need a little something hot. Hold on, please. Load my dishwasher. Ah. Stop. Okay. There. I did that. That's what I would have had. That would have been so good. Maybe tomorrow. I'll bake a ton of stuff tomorrow. Get the oven going. Just in case the electricity goes out. I don't know. Here by me, it's supposed to drop to 13. It's already cold. It's freezing. It's going to get worse this weekend. I know. I know. Hi, Slam RN. How are you doing? How's it going? Are you going to get snow too? It's going to be cold tomorrow, you say, huh? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm freezing. Anybody know what this word is? Anybody figure it out? Didn't anyone figure it out? By me, it's 23 right now. But they said it could get to -10. And they said in the western part of New York it could get to -40 or -50. Yep. Yep. So cold. Okay. So, let's see what else we'll do. Let me figure out something here. I don't know what. Hold on. Okay. Hang on a minute. Okay. Hang on. This is a classic brick estate in desirable Burnham Wood in Danville, Virginia. It's located in a highly sought-after Burnham Wood neighborhood. 66 Lake Heron Drive is a timeless brick residence built in 1955. It offers gracious living with traditional elegance and modern comforts. There's an additional 21 acres for purchase with the property. Okay, let's see. Nice pocket doors. Surprised they don't have pocket doors on this side. Look at the floors, very nice inlaid. Wow, that's really nice. Oh, look at that sunroom. I love the buildings. This almost looks like Ethan Allen Georgian Court, but I think my mirrors go down a little bit here. That might be. That might be Ethan Allen. I have to see it closer, but I think there's a little bit more of a slope. It really looks like it. A tiny little car. Okay, so how much for that estate in Virginia? Detached full brick garage built in 2020, measuring 36 by 36 with a heat pump, 10-foot garage doors, car lifts, and an upper level for storage or workspace. The finished basement provides excellent flexibility, could serve as additional living quarters, has a bedroom and a private bath and a large family room with a gas log fireplace, a wet bar, plus a multi-purpose room, suitable for a 5th bedroom, home gym, home office, or hobby space. So how much, guys, for this estate? With an additional, there are an additional 21 acres, but this is on 2.4 acres, almost 2.5 acres already. So, come on. Let me see. Let me go over there and see if you put anything in. Oh, I got extra. That's what I have in the dryer. Really, really, really warm clothes. Really, really, really warm clothes. Where's all our peeps? Nobody's gonna guess? Not one person? Not one person? Not nice. Not nice. Not nice. I can wait as long as you guys. Doesn't bother me at all. I'll just leave it on. It's okay. Somebody will come in and bid. It's all right. It's all right. I'll make videos in between. I'll make some shorts. Oh my gosh, probably have to put my watch on the charger. Yeah, it's totally dead, Carolyn. No. I don't believe that. That's fakers. Fakers. Get out of here. Get out of here trying to make me buy this. No, get out of here. Okay. Come on, baby. Oh, cool. I'm waiting for someone to guess the price. I can wait as long as you guys can. No problem. I'm making videos anyway. You got it, you got it. Oh shoot, come on, what happened? Get out of here. Freakazoids, what happened? No, 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 go back. Great. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Come on, baby. Come on. You got it, you got it, you got it, girl. You got it, girl. Let's go. You got it. Stop it. This is so dumb. on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on through. Come on. Okay. My girlfriend. My girlfriend. Let's go. Come on. Come on, best friend. Let's go. What do you mean, try again? What's wrong with it? What the freak is wrong with this thing? You really had a very, very, very strongly worded letter. You're telling me to try this thing, and then you're just being a little jerk. A little jerk. And I don't like little jerks. I don't like big jerks, medium jerks, any kind of a jerk of a person, huh? Come on now. Let's go. Something went wrong. Something goes wrong every time with this stupid thing. Okay, let's try something else. We're going to try to unleash some stuff here. Oh, boo-boo, did you find a loner? You better have. Nobody founded him? Where's it? By the lone house on the right-hand side, there's an older gentleman. Might want to do a safety check. I do it myself, but I no longer live there. Oh no, I hope. Ricky's. Oh, stop. How old will be? When did she put that in there? 12 hours ago? Poor little Bubba. Hope to find your owner, kiddo. Oh, that's so cute. That's nice. Oh, please find my puppy. Oh my gosh. Please find our puppy. Can't stand seeing that. Oh my gosh, another chicken farm? Come on. Right, I'm supposed to be doing something. Get out of here, you brother. What is going on? Oh, hi babies. Okay. Let's see. To get out of the mountains. What mountains? Where's that? Alright, we gotta go over here. We gotta dump some stuff. Let's go over here and dump it. Let's dump it. Well, we're gonna do a dump. A dumpy-dump dump dump. We're gonna dump this, and 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 this. This. Dumping. Let's see. Dumping. Okay, dump. Where's that one? Dumping. Dump. Dump. Okay, next. Let them all come up in there, and then we will go and delete it all. Oh my goodness, let's go. Hurry up. Thank you. Now we go delete. Let's go delete everything. We get to delete it all now. Get out of here. Stop. I don't want to do that right now. I want to delete this stuff. Delete. Yes. Delete. Delete. Okay. Delete. Delete. Who's here? Who's here? Oh, Gail's here. I just got in, Sassy. Oh, what's happening? What's Sassy saying? I know it's live. I'm waiting for somebody to answer the price on this. I said I'll wait as long as is necessary, Sassy. Of course I know it's live. Hi, Gail.
Oh, hi, I was just dropping in to say hi.
Hi.
I only just came and I didn't know if
Oh
the
no,
live had
I'm just
accidentally.
waiting. I'm waiting for somebody because I showed this house and I'm gonna wait. I told them I'll wait. I'm doing other things and I'll wait as long as it takes.
Awesome. I just in case, like you'd
Oh.
had power problems or.
Oh yeah. No, I'm good. I'm just making videos here on my phone while I'm waiting.
Awesome. All right. Hi, Sassy. Hello, everybody else. Hi, Carolyn. Love you.
I love you.
Love you. I'll drop back in chat.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I know I'm here. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh.
I don't know what this is now. Let's see. Do I want to get rid of this? Yeah, we want to get rid of this. This. Get rid of you. Yeah. I'm just doing my work, Sassy. I'm waiting for somebody to give me an answer on that house there. And when I get the answer, we'll see what happens. Okay, so let me see. How far down did I go with that? I think I did this. I think I did this. I think I went. Did I go down that far? All you've ever needed. Huh, did I? Well, let me see. Oh dear. Dear. No, I can't take a guess on that one. Alright, let me go to do. I'll check in a minute if anybody has answered, okay? Right now I'm going to go to, get over here, collections. We're going to go to deleted. How many do we have here? View it, baby. No, get out of here now. I want to see how many I have. Oh my gosh. How many do I have? Well, hold on a minute. What in the... Get out of here. Oh, delete, 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 really delete, 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 delete. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to delete those. What does that mean, one day? What does that mean? No idea. Okay. Now. All right. Oh, Gail put in something. Okay, Gail. Well, putting, it's not a new game. We were playing it, but we were doing that house that was right there. I'm just waiting, but now Gail gave an answer. Gail gave an answer, so we're going to show. It is, go over there. 845,000, so pretty close. That's pretty, I think that's a pretty good deal. It's on 2.5 acres. It's pretty good, huh? Okay. Now, let's see if it'll create it now that I got rid of that stuff. Okay, let's see what else we have. I don't know. Try one more. And then we will probably call it a night. Where was my thing? Never see you around anymore, Puddin'. We've been doing a lot of true crime. Where you been, girlfriend? All right, let's see. That's the one we did. La, 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 la. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. We're going to see a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to acquire the venerable Tryon Inn, a cornerstone of the charming historic village of Cherry Valley. I don't even know where that is. More than just a building, this is a turnkey, fully renovated, well-established business that serves as the beloved social hub of the community and a destination for travelers along scenic Route 20. Route 20, I think. While historically operating as a tavern, You may have a vision for a brew pub with lots of parking, an indoor and outdoor space for entertainment. Cherry Valley is a community of very involved residents, artists, musicians, teachers, tradespeople, and business owners. With an eclectic population and beautiful farming countryside, Cherry Valley is a peaceful town to live and work. Investment highlights. It's a turnkey business, a 129-seat restaurant, plus the lively 34-seat backdoor bar, and the outdoor patio seating for 32 in the warm months. A large, sparkling kitchen, fully equipped, bright and complete. The current structure, built around 1900 on the site of the original 1780s tavern, is steeped in local history, colonial revival charm, attracting history buffs and patrons seeking an authentic upstate New York experience. Strategically located on Main Street in the heart of the historic Cherry Valley, an area famous for its proximity to Cooperstown, the Baseball Hall of Fame, and the Glimmerglass Opera, and stunning upstate scenery, significant real estate totaling 5,048 square feet in the tavern building alone, and a generous 4.25-acre lot offering ample space and expansion potential. The additional circa 1800 Federal-style inn building measures an additional 2,400 square feet over 2 stories. The inn building is freestanding and separate from the turnkey tavern establishment and needs renovation in order to operate. This is your chance to own a piece of New York State history and step into a successful cash flow business. The Tryon Inn is the definitive social anchor of Cherry Valley, poised for continued success under new ownership. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look-see. Stop it. Stop. Okay, come on. Hold on, I've got to find this thing here. That's not it. How come it's not showing there? It's showing there. Let's try it like this. Huh. This is crazy. Why can't... Oh, here... Hold on. Let's see. I gotta find it this way. It's really crazy that it's not doing the right thing. What the heck is it? This is dumb because if I can't find it where I want to show you, then I've got to show you all this stuff by itself. This is so dumb. So cute. It is so cute. Alright, I'm just gonna have to show it to you like this. Okay, here's the commercial kitchen. That's the bar space. That's the overview. It's the outdoor space. Is that all the pictures there are? Okay, that's all the pictures that there are. I've got to move it over here for a second because I have to get the, no, I don't even know what I did with it. How much do you think it is, okay? How much do you think it is? I have an Instagram page. Okay, let me get the price, okay? Hold on, I gotta try to find it again because you believe it? Would you believe it? I can't. Hang on. Oh my gosh. That is so nice. Okay, let's see if I can find it here. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh well, I don't know. I kind of know what to tell you. Let me see if I can find the price somewhere else. Oh, it's on 4.25 acres too. How much do you think it is? The turnkey restaurant, bar. Right there. All right. Let me go back to the chat. Chattery. How much do you think it is? Oh, 1 million and Gen 875 for this restaurant? Well, it's 565. 569, I'm sorry. 569. $569. Anywho's a what's its. I'm gonna go to bed. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Where the heck? Can't even find the chat. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Again, I'll say it again because it's important, and it really is for everyone. If you haven't watched the group harassment video to learn the patterns and stuff, I'm going to be expanding on that in future videos, and may even be more than that. So check that out, and thanks for being here. Again, I'm going to say, if you'd like to support the channel, a great way to do it is getting a membership or upgrading your membership, or sending super chat or Cash App or a PayPal. I try to be here every single night for you guys, and appreciate just staying here and stuff, but the channel does cost money to run, and it's like PBS. We need some channel support, because we're not, it's just hard. Okay? We're trying to increase the membership. That's a really important thing we're trying to grow. So if you're not a member, consider becoming a member. It's really low priced, and you get a lot of perks. But that's all I'll say about that now. Maybe I'll wake up to some surprises and we have new members. That'll be great. All right, everybody take care. Good night. God bless. Prayers for Bucky tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow. Everybody have a good night.